Hello, I'm April Stull, an associate professor of nutrition sciences at Baylor University in Waco, Texas. I am happy to present the charter we have developed on bioactives and functional foods. It is known that functional foods and dietary supplements provide health benefits, particularly the bioactive compounds. There are many working definitions used to define functional foods. Definitions have been developed by ILSI, the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics, the Food and Nutrition Board, Health Canada, and many other organizations. A unified definition of functional foods still needs to be established along with the appropriate functional food categories, which include conventional foods that consist of the natural bioactives in food, modified foods. These are the foods enriched or fortified with bioactives and food ingredients. Lastly, we need guidance for assessing bioavailability, efficacy, and safety of bioactives not only in functional foods, but also in dietary supplements. This needs to be established before guidelines and recommendations are developed. This is a recent framework on bioactive dietary substances developed by Dr. Allison Yates and colleagues. This framework was published in Advances in Nutrition in 2021, and it evaluates the potential health benefits of dietary bioactives in food forms. The framework includes a four-step decision-making process. First, you characterize the bioactive, then you evaluate the safety, conduct efficacy review, and lastly, decide on the recommendation. All substeps within each framework must be met in order to proceed to the next step. This framework could be used for functional foods and also modified for bioactives consumed in supplement form. What can ILSI do? We can develop a unified definition and evidence database for functional foods, which includes the composition, bioactives, health benefits, and safety of functional foods using the framework that was previously mentioned. We can develop guidelines and guidance for bioactives and dietary supplements. Also, we want to collaborate with the ILSI branches that have a similar interest in bioactives and functional foods. There have been symposia and task force created to further investigate functional foods, particularly with ILSI Europe, along with other ILSI branches. We want to establish a global approach to functional foods and also bioactives in general. There is much interest among ILSI branches on bioactives and functional foods, which could bring in regional perspectives to help develop collaborative definitions and guidelines, and overall, improve the health status of individuals globally. Together, we can make a global impact in this area of bioactives and functional foods.